Okay, if you're a digital creator, you know this feeling all too well. One month, the sales are just rolling in. It's amazing. And the next crickets, absolute silence. That whole feast or famine cycle is probably one of the biggest frustrations out there. But what if the problem isn't your product or even your work ethic? What if it's your entire system? Let's dive into that. So let's just ask the question straight up. Why are your sales so all over the place? You pour your heart and soul into creating these amazing, valuable products, but the revenue chart looks more like a lottery ticket than a predictable outcome. It really feels like you're just missing some secret piece to the puzzle, you know? The one key that unlocks that reliable recurring income we're all after? And here it is. This is a missing piece. It's not about working harder or launching more products more often. The real reason for all that inconsistency is a misplaced focus. See, most creators are trapped chasing these short-term sales spikes instead of building long-term automated systems that sell for them. And today we're going to break down exactly how to build for that consistency. First up, let's bust a huge myth right out of the gate. It is so easy to get caught up chasing the latest trend, but honestly, that's just a direct path to burnout. The real foundation for consistent sales is actually way simpler and a lot more powerful. It all starts with what you choose to sell in the first place. This slide really gets to the heart of a core conflict. Over on the left, you've got what we want to build, right? It's driven by our own passions, what we think is cool, but on the right, that's reality. A sustainable business isn't built on what we wish people wanted. It's built by finding out what problems the market is desperately asking us to solve. At its heart, this is all a business really is. You've got people in a current state of pain or frustration, and they have a desired future state they want to get to. Your product? It's the bridge. People don't buy courses or ebooks or templates. They buy transformation. They buy a reliable bridge to get them to their goal. And this is the core of the offer that your automated sales funnel is going to be built around. So how do you find these real-world problems? Well, it's not by guessing. You have to actually talk to people. This quote, "This is a secret weapon." In a world that is obsessed with automation and digital everything, actually picking up the phone or running a survey or just reading forums to hear the exact language your customers use, that gives you all the raw material you need for marketing that truly connects and converts. And this is what happens if you get it wrong. It's a domino effect. Building something without validating the demand first leads to this chain reaction. No demand means no money. No money means you can't build an audience. And with no audience, you have zero leverage to invest in the systems and the growth you need for the long term. It all comes back to solving a real proven problem first. All right, so let's say you're solving a real problem. What does that path to growth actually look like? This is where our expectations often smash headfirst into reality, and it causes so many creators to quit way too soon. Usually right before their systems are about to take off. We all imagine success is going to be this nice, steady, linear climb, right? Just up and to the right. But the reality for any sustainable business looks a lot more like this second curve. There's this long and sometimes painful flat period where it feels like nothing is happening. And then, seemingly out of nowhere, that exponential growth kicks in as all your systems start to compound. That initial low, that flat part of the curve, it is not failure. It is the building phase. This is where you're not just forging your own character, you are building your assets. This is when you're testing your evergreen sales funnel, you're refining your email sequences, and you're establishing a baseline of diversified traffic from sources like SEO or Pinterest. The things that are going to pay off for years to come. I absolutely love this reframe. When your automated funnel isn't converting the way you want and you feel like giving up, please remember this. The system isn't failing you. It's giving you data. It's working on you, teaching you what your audience really responds to so you can iterate, improve, and eventually nail it. And if you need proof of just how many people give up during that flat period, look no farther than podcasting. A staggering 90% of creators quit before they even publish their third episode, and most of the rest, they're gone by episode 10. Your real competition isn't other creators. It's your own stamina to keep refining your system through that tough initial phase. So we're committed. We're going to solve real problems, and we're going to endure the growth curve. But what should we actually build to make sure it all lasts? Well, that's where we find what I call the sustainable overlap. So creators tend to fall into one of two traps. If you only chase market demand, making things you don't really care about just for the money, you will absolutely burn out. But if you only follow your passion without checking if there's a real market that needs it, you'll probably go broke. Neither of those paths leads to consistency. The solution, believe it or not, can be found in this beautiful Japanese concept, ikigai. Now, while it's really about finding your life's purpose, it also happens to be the perfect framework for building a business that is both profitable and personally fulfilling, which is the only kind you're going to stick with for the long haul. Ikigai is basically the intersection of four questions. What do you love doing? What are you good at? But for our purposes, the two critical ones are, what does the world need? What proven problem can you solve? And what will people actually pay you for? That sweet spot right in the middle, that's where you'll find an idea that's worth building a long-term system around. So here's the formula in its simplest form. You get financial success by meeting a clear market demand. You find the endurance to see it all through because of your personal alignment with the mission. And when you have both of those things together, you have the foundation for business that's powered by an evergreen sales system, a true 24/7 sales machine that brings in customers not just for one launch, but for years. With all this in mind, what is the ultimate goal here? It's time for our final and maybe our most important mindset shift. This isn't about reaching some finish line. This is about building a sustainable system for your life. This is such a fundamental shift in thinking. So many creators are just chasing a revenue goal, thinking, once I hit that number, I'll finally be done. But true entrepreneurship, it's an infinite game. It's about building assets, an email list, a strong brand, a suite of products that work for you, creating a lifestyle you actually enjoy living every single day. And this right here captures the trap of short-term thinking. If you build a business on unsustainable hustle, it will always require that hustle to survive. Thinking long-term forces you to build smarter systems from day one. It makes you focus on customer retention, creating upsells to increase lifetime value, and constantly monitoring your key metrics to make small, sustainable improvements over time. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. Is your current strategy built from momentary launch, a quick spike in sales, or is it an evergreen system designed for a lifetime? Because your answer to that question changes everything about what you decide to build tomorrow.